Hey guys, Jay, welcome back to the channel. Guys, I just got some brand new news from Big Bad Toy Store. I received a pre-order notice for some other figures which I was kind of looking for. So I went on the Big Bad Toy Store and to my shock, I found some brand new photos for the new Master of the Universe Masterverse figures that have just gotten new solicitation photos, and I wanted to share those photos with you guys. This is absolutely exciting for me, and I really wanted to spend some time and take a really close look at these figures up close and personal. Before we get started, if you enjoy this type of content, please consider subscribing to the channel. I post up to 2 episodes a week, and I hope you guys will enjoy. And don't forget to hit that bell notification so you'll always know when new episodes are posted. Alright guys, so heading over to Big Bad Toy Store, we can see that they do have some brand new pre-orders for some Transformers, Ghostbusters figures, as well as some new figures that I've never even heard of. But the one we're interested in is this one right here. Yes, indeed, the Masterverse figures have arrived, and their photos are going to be so great. Let's have a look. Oh gosh, here we go, guys. Faker, the 4 set of the newest Masterverse Revelations Deluxe Wave, including Trapjaw, but if we scroll up a little bit further, oh yeah, here we go, guys. This is what I've been waiting for. Brand new solicitation photos of all these Masterverse figures. Oh my gosh, I'm super excited about this. But the first thing I want to take a look at, Masterverse Viking He-Man and Masterverse Barbarian Skeletor. Let's have a look, guys. Ooh, wow, take a look at this guy. It really is Viking He-Man, everybody. Let's take a deep dive into this. This is beautiful. Pre-order is going to be available for March. Oh, that's going to be great. $23.99 US, not a bad price. Not a bad price at all. Let's have a look at these photos, guys. Oh, there he is. Viking He-Man. Holy crap. Let's just zoom in a little bit. Now, the sword is much closer to the original design of Mark Taylor, who has unfortunately passed away late last year. He will be sorely missed, but his legacy lives on with these new versions of Viking He-Man. Let's take a really deep dive into this. I do love the way the sword looks. It has slight shades of the Filmation animation, but at the same time, very much akin to the original swords which we do see in the toys, which were originally released in 1983 for Master of the Universe. I do love the way they look. But then if we take a look at the axe, oh man, this is the axe that I want for He-Man. This is the battle axe that is so reminiscent of the original He-Man action figures. So glad that we're finally going to get the original, this new version. If we take a closer look at He-Man himself, he is sporting what we know now is not true for Vikings. Vikings never had horns on their helmets, but it's still a wonderful look for this rendition of He-Man. The horns do come up. He has, it looks like 3 different crystals embedded into his helmet. I love the shape of the helmet. It is, very evocative of a Viking type character in fantasy type Viking characters. He does look amazing. I really do like the look of He-Man here. He has a very stoic look. He's not yelling. He's not shouty like most of the He-Man depictions are. Then we have something very unusual. He has these wonderful pauldrons on the left and right of his shoulders. They look gorgeous. They are, they're yellow. They're I guess they're supposed to be golden, but they don't have any wash over them to bring out the highlights of those colors or the details in the pauldrons themselves. Kind of a missed opportunity, I think. But again, I do love the way they're sculpted. I do love the way they look. Absolutely gorgeous. He does have the Iron Cross, but it's a stylized Iron Cross. Very, very different from the direction that they've taken for quite some time with the new He-Man H. This Iron Cross is separated to actually, I don't know, I guess detract from the idea of any religious iconography. But along his straps are the iconic jewels that run up the straps themselves. Beautiful stuff. Now, here's a departure from the straps themselves. The top portion seems to be some sort of metallic straps, whereas the bottom portion seems to be, some sort of leather strapping. This is gorgeous. Oh my gosh, I do love the way this looks. Holy crap. He-Man does have, of course, his signature gauntlet on one side of his arm, and on the other side, his signature wristlet. Beautiful stuff. Beautiful attention to detail. I think he still shares the same buck as the Revelations Masterverse He-Man, but I don't mind that. It actually looks really, really good on this figure. Beautiful. Can't wait. I really like the pauldrons on his left and right arm, shoulder pads. They really do make him look very, very much akin to the movie version, similar to what Dolph Lundgren was wearing in the movie. He's sporting this beautiful golden belt. Again, very standard flair for Master Universe characters, and it looks like it's no longer a fuzzy loincloth, but it's actually more of a tunic type of fabric, which is incredible. If we just take a moment to take a look at the original design by Mark Taylor back in the day, we can see here, just by doing a quick search, that this is very reminiscent of the original concept for He-Man. When Mark Taylor first put pen to paper, if we just zoom in here, we can see the original concept for He-Man was very much the same. You know, he had this wonderful axe. He had a wristlet on his right arm. He's wearing a Viking helmet. We can see that clearly here. The eye detail, so reminiscent of the way the final toy came out. Beautiful attention to detail. White teeth, right? His strapping, the Iron Cross. This one is much more akin to the original version, how He-Man finally turned out. Obviously, we can see the shield here, his fuzzy boots, but he does have a dagger assortment, which never actually came out with the original He-Man. So that is a very, very interesting design choice by Mark Taylor. Beautiful design, and now we can see it almost fully realized here with this brand new new Eternia He-Man. This looks absolutely gorgeous. And if we move down further, look at that. Just like it was in the Mark Taylor design, there is the knife sheathed within his boot. And if we look at the boots themselves, they really do lend themselves well to how Mark Taylor originally had them in this original illustration. We can actually see all the stitching, all the strapping on the boots themselves. Beautiful attention to detail. I am super excited for this version. It's almost like looking at a piece of history come to life in plastic form, finally. Here we have a shot of He-Man's back, and we can see, just like in all He-Man figures, the sword of power is meant to be strapped onto his back, and there's actually a loop there on the straps themselves, very reminiscent of the original toy. This is so great. I love the callbacks to Mattel's history here. So great. This is just beautiful. Oh, can't wait. I love that axe. That I almost called it the power axe, but you might as well call it the power axe. It looks so great. We look here, the helmet's very, very tight across his head. It is really, really snug. I don't think that you can actually get any hair on that section. And here we have a mop top, but it looks like it's somewhat separate. So yeah, but still, I love the fact that we actually get options, and options are good. Man, I love that axe. So great. Here we have He-Man, and we actually can take a look at all of his accessories as they're included here. Oh, it's actually a completely separate head. Oh, wow, that's great. So here we are with all of his accessories. It looks like they've removed his gauntlet. It's probably down here. There it is. His actual gauntlet is down here. He has the power sword, the axe, the extra dagger, which does come out. That's awesome. It's not actually just a molded piece. It actually does come out. And 2 additional swapped hands, an additional fist, and an additional splayed hand. And, of course, the Viking helmet head. Beautiful attention to detail. This is awesome. Yeah, wow. Okay, so obviously your mileage may vary. This solicitation shot, I have to say, I'm sorry to say, but that eye on the left is this one, his eye is like a little bit too far in. Yeah, that's unfortunate. But other than that, he looks amazing. I do love the way this figure looks, and I'm very excited at what we will be. The fact we are getting him finally in the Masterverse collection. Let's take a look at the packaging here. Yep, there he is. Oh, wow. That standard Masterverse packaging, it does look great. But here he is inside. And if you look inside the packaging, I think the head sculpt on this version is much closer to what we're going to be getting. I think that this one here, unfortunately, something happened in production. That's unfortunate. But this one here, this is a beautiful version of the extra head. Even the mop top looks a little better. This one, for whatever reason, it's a little bit put off. I don't know what's going on. This one inside of the box looks much better. So I'm hoping again that with the open window packaging, everyone can choose the He-Man that they want instead of like something with off-center eyes and slightly mop top is a little bit mussed up. That's definitely, your mileage may vary. Choose carefully, my friends. Choose carefully. Here we have the new Eternia branding. Absolutely incredible. I can't wait until we actually get these figures in hand. Gorgeous. Gorgeous figures. Oh my god. There he is, everybody. Holy crap. This is nuts. Oh my god. He looks absolutely gorgeous. He has what appears to be a goatee. A goatee, of all things, on his skeleton face. What? What is going on here, guys? Oh my god, that's insane. Now, yeah, but Barbarian, you know, when I think of Barbarian, I think of He-Man. When I think of Skeletor, you know, I think they got the words mixed up. I think Skeletor is more akin to a Viking, and the Barbarian should be more of He-Man. But still, regardless of how they term him, this is a new look for Skeletor, which we've never seen before. Yeah, he's got a freaking goatee on this one. I love the face sculpt. The face sculpt is really doing it for me. Unlike the release of Skeletor from Revelations, this head sculpt really is menacing. It's got that green tinge, that greenish yellow tinge that Skeletor is known for, and those deep inset eyes with the red glow. Beautiful. The goatee, you know what? I don't mind it. I actually kind of like it. It's kind of neat. That's never seen that kind of look for Skeletor before. I love the way the helmet is designed. It's got this webbing, almost like, you know, the crest itself is kind of almost like a web. It looks beautiful. A deep obsidian crystal right in the middle. Man, that's awesome. Skeletor also is brandishing a sword. It looks like a scimitar of sorts, but it has that bony protrusions, almost like a spine. That's gorgeous. His straps are still very reminiscent of Skeletor. They do have the bone cross. It's got the bat webbing at the top. You know, the flares on both pauldrons. Beautiful stuff. And again, not too much has changed on this. Unlike He-Man, you know, which had some, you know, his straps were metallic at the top and you know, had the leathering straps at the bottom. This seems very much like Skeletor. It still is leather straps at the bottom to connect everything together, along with the leathery details on the pauldrons themselves. He looks incredible. Oh my gosh, just great. He also does come with a brand new Havoc staff. Wow, look at the size of those ram horns. This is beautiful. New, deep, sunk-in eyes, and this one has fangs. Unlike the traditional form of the ram's head, which has, you know, very much a ram's appearance. Yeah, this ram is some sort of demonic ram. This is crazy. I do love the way it just you know, again, this is very similar. The staff itself is very similar in design to Skeletor's original staff, so that's beautiful. He is sporting bare feet, much like the original Skeletor. He does have shin pads on his shins, and he's wearing that wonderful Roman sash. It still comes with that wonderful cobra head right in the middle. His other hand is clawed, as Skeletor's hand is always known for, but it seems like it's almost pointing, a singular finger pointing out, you know, almost in a menacing detail. Here we can see Skeletor actually has a wonderful cloth cape. Wow! That looks absolutely beautiful. I'm loving that. I hope it's not the same material that they used for God Skeletor, because that was a little thin, I think. This one, though, looks, just on first glance, it looks amazing. I do love it. I love the wonderful black material they've used. It is slightly see-through, as we can see there, but we can see that scimitar sword that he's sporting. You know, the Havoc staff, again, look at those chompers, man. That is one demonic goat. Absolutely crazy. I do love the way the pauldrons on the cape itself are, you know, our additional piece. That looks incredible. Holy crap, this is just beautiful. I love the way this is coming together. Here we can see Skeletor, and it's not just a cape with attachments that hooks onto his original straps. No, this one actually adds another level of complexity. It actually has a beautiful design. It's more of it's sort of a stylized bat, but yes, it actually comes all the way over on the top of his head. And yeah, the new pauldrons look beautiful. Oh my gosh, this really does complete the look. It actually covers the bone cross, which is a unique idea, but it really does add that new level of complexity to this character. I do love the way this looks. Holy crap. Now we get to see the hooded face sculpt for Skeletor. Man! Oh, he looks so great. He's no longer sporting that goatee that we saw in the first shots. It is a very much more traditional Skeletor. I'm loving that face. I'm loving that sculpt. Those deep inset eyes, the red glow, and that bony smile. Obviously, it's not a smile, but he just looks so sinister. Here we have Skeletor measured out, 7 inches tall, obviously. I am loving this character. He's really doing it for me. Oh, I can't wait to get this guy in our hands. This is just beautiful. Here's what comes with new Eternia Skeletor. We can see the original buck here with his helmet on. Character just looks incredible. Oh my gosh. He also comes, of course, with the additional cape and new front strap. The additional head swapped face, which is going to be really popular for people to be able to put this on their old Skeletor from the Masterverse, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Hopefully it'll look even better. Comes with a Havoc Staff, comes with 2 additional swapped hands, the one with the pointing finger, the fist on the right hand, and the clasped hand on the left, and it looks like a more splayed out hand for the left as well. And of course, he comes with his scimitar-like sword. Beautiful stuff. This is what I've been waiting for Skeletor. He looks absolutely amazing. And here we get a really nice look at the packaging itself. Honestly, this is great. Standard Masterverse packaging. There he is. He's completely decked out with his helmet, with his cape, the new breastplate. Beautiful. Oh my gosh, this is crazy. That head sculpt is going to be the real reason people pick up this figure. I can guarantee it. It looks absolutely insane. New Eternia branding. Holy crap, guys. This is absolutely incredible. Can't wait to get this figure in our hands. Put your pre-orders in today, guys. This is beautiful. But it didn't stop there. Big Bad Toy Store did showcase off the new photos for Masterverse Mer-Man. Yes, we are getting Merman back into the picture, guys. This is the one that did show up in Revelations. There he is. We can see that he has taken, has been in numerous battles since the disappearance of magic in Eternia. We can see that he's actually lost an eye. Yeah, it's no longer a functioning eye on his right hand side. He's no longer wearing any of his armaments. He's going completely, feral. He's gone back to his very fishy roots. We can see gills here on the top of his shoulders, which is great. He's been through many battles. We can see scarring all over his body, and I love the fact that the colors just pop. They really do. Cyanish green, actually. And the cyan scarring, beautiful attention to detail here. It's great. He has these wonderful gauntlets and only 3 fingers. Again, seaweed for his loincloth, and that wonderful belt, which still has that wonderful insignia signifying the Mer people. Beautiful stuff. He looks incredible. And we see here the bident looking so great. And he does have, of course, webbed feet, and those wonderful shin pads. This is just a gorgeous figure all around. Can't wait until we get this guy in our hands. He looks amazing. Here we are, fully armed up, ready for battle. Wow, he's really going for it. It's no longer the corn on the cob sword. If any of you guys have been collecting Master Universe for a long time, you guys know what I'm talking about. If I didn't know better, I'd say it was a bone from some sort of sea creature, but no, it's definitely some sort of forged weapon. It definitely does have that wonderful motif, though, of a seafaring people. It looks so great. Here we get a shot of his back. Again, wonderful details on the backside as well. You can still see those gills on his shoulders, but it looks like he also has additional, there are more like scales. Wow. Another close-up of his face. He does have that menacing stare, even though it only has 1 eye. He does come with several accessories, including 2 additional sets of swapped hands, all webbed, 2 sets of splayed-out hands, a fist, another grasping hands, the sword, and the bident. And we get to see packaging, which was actually unveiled and released earlier last week by Toy News International. So here he is, in his pose. He looks great in the box. Can't wait until we get this guy, Merman, from the Master Universe Revelations series. Beautiful stuff. And finally, last but definitely not least, we do have Palace Guard Teela, Captain Teela. Man, this is the figure I've been waiting for. I think all of us have been waiting for a classic version of Teela, and here we finally have her. Here she is. Let's have a closer look at her, guys. This is literally just after she renounced her captainship and actually her title of Man-at-Arms in the series, which was very, very controversial at the time. We can see her here sporting her wonderful sword, which is very reminiscent of Teela in the original Filmation version. So this is beautiful to finally have this version of the sword. Can't wait to get this character in our hands. She is sporting her captain's uniform. Without the cape, she is not Man-at-Arms, so that's kind of interesting. I was hoping that we might have gotten a cape as well, but in this case we did not. Wonderful gauntlets on both of her wrists, and yes, she just looks very, very classic in terms of what she looked like in the Filmation series, and of course in Master Universe Revelations. Beautiful. Top to bottom look at Teela. She does look wonderful. The additional articulation that they've got with the double jointed knees, The swivels at the top of the legs, the boot swivel, which is always welcome, and of course her furry boots. She looks beautiful, honestly. Here we can see that she does sport not only a sword, but she also has her shield, which is still very similar to the shield that you originally had in the Master Universe 1983 release. So that's harkening back. Obviously, her trim is more gold than it is burgundy. She does not have Ka. She does not have her snakeskin headdress. So it's very interesting to see that. But still, beautiful attention to detail here. Can't wait until we get Teela. I am so stoked for this character. Seriously, I've been waiting so long to get her. All the pictures so far show her with her headdress down, which is fine. I mean, like, she still looks, exactly like Teela did in the show. But I really would have preferred if they showed us a few more shots of her with her tiara. I think, that's her signature look from the Filmation version, and really would have gone a long way to getting more attention to Teela as she appeared in the Filmation version. Here's Teela again, and this is everything that Teela comes with. We see Teela here along with her swappable face, which is really the one that I wanted to see on the character for these solicitation photos, but that's fine. There's the additional swapped head. She does have one set of additional swapped hands, another fist, another clasping hand to basically swap between the two. That way she can hold on to both her sword and her shield. And we get one last look at Teela in her packaging. We already previewed this thanks to Toy News International. They showed this packaging along with King Grayskull's packaging, so we already sort of knew exactly what Teela was going to look like, but still, a wonderful reminder of what we're going to be getting and exactly how it looks. Honestly, I am super stoked and super excited for this new version of Teela. So guys, I'm putting it to you now. What do you think of these brand new solicitation photos that have just been posted up on Big Bad Toy Store and Entertainment Earth? Are you going to be putting down your money for any of these pre-orders? But I still can't get over the fact that we're getting a brand new Skeletor with a new face sculpt, which really does do it for me. And of course, Viking He-Man, which really harkens back to the original character design created by Mark Taylor. I can't believe that that's actually a thing. Guys, this is absolutely incredible. And of course, we can't forget about Merman. He looks absolutely insane. Guys, what are your thoughts? Are you guys going to be putting money for these pre-orders anytime soon? Are these new characters exciting you as much as they are me? Are you excited for this brand new line of new Eternia figures for the Masterverse? And is this proof positive that we're going to see more MOTU in 2022 going on to 2023? Or do you guys think that this still falls short of the mark, that these figures are a little bit, not exactly what you're expecting? And do you think that this is pretty much the last hurrah for Master Universe 2022, and we're no longer going to see them in 2023? Well, guys, please leave those comments in the comment section below. And as always, guys, thank you very much for watching this episode. It really does mean a lot to me. Guys, I hope you guys are all doing well, staying safe. And as always, everybody, thank you very much for watching. Geek proud.